Cool. So my name is Lexi Huey, and I am one of the Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association members in Georgia 25-3, and that is up in North Georgia. The CVMA is just a group of us that are all about helping veterans, helping other veterans, and we try to do that through fundraising and taking time with vets in the local areas. So I served for 6 years in the Army National Guard, and I went to Afghanistan in 2019 as a IT specialist. So the very first one was actually a week after I came home from Afghanistan. I was on my R3. I was coming on an overpass and got hit from behind. I went high side and landed kind of shoulder and head first. Ended up with a pretty severe concussion and a broken collarbone. The driver got away with it. The cop saw the whole thing and nothing really happened. Very first thing that I thought of was, oh no, my bike. When can I get back on? Because the thing that I looked forward to the most when I was on my deployment was coming back home and riding. So I was pretty upset that, that was pretty immediately taken away from me. So like I said, I had a pretty severe concussion, a little bit of road rash. I had road rash on my hands and on my right side of my body. And then my helmet was like completely torn up on one side. It could have been worse. 2 months later, once I was out of the sling and I was able to start moving my shoulder more, I went and bought another bike. And then 6 months to the day from my first one, I got into my second wreck. I was coming around a curve, going kind of around like Kennesaw Mountain area. I was coming around a curve and a work truck pulled out in front of me and stopped in the middle of the road. So I was going about 45, 50 miles an hour, which was about maybe 5 over, but they stopped. I was riding with some other rider that I didn't know, and they were in front of me. They missed that bike by maybe a foot. And then I thankfully had the time to decide, if I was going to keep going straight or if I was going to go towards the ditch. I had that split second. I was able to get to the ditch instead of running into them head on. But the ditch was at an intersection and had a concrete manhole in that. So I ended up hitting the ditch, hitting the concrete manhole with my front tire, flipping the bike, and then skidding me and the bike in the grass. So that one was I honestly got even luckier on that one because that day I had decided to ride without any protection other than a full face. So I walked away with that one, another severe concussion, and then just bruises and cuts. That driver also got away with it. They had no repercussions. I walked away with a ticket for driving unsafely for conditions, which was going 5 over in a curve, because they had one of the the intersection lights that tell you if somebody's coming up on an intersection, but those don't pick up bikes. And we actually had one of the people who lives on that corner tell us we've had 3 different wrecks at this intersection, but the light doesn't pick up bikes, and every single time they have faulted the rider.
So you made it out of the war zone. Were you injured or anything out there?
Over there, no. I came back home. Other than mentally, I was perfectly fine. But yeah, I always thought about my bike. I just wanted to get back home and get back on the road, and it was gone pretty quick. Even I think said that to a lot of my family and everything when I first got back. I was like, look, riding was my place of sanity. And I wanted that back because of everything else I had seen and gone through. I just wanted to go have somewhere to clear my mind. I grew up around motorcycles, like my dad rode a lot, and it was always cool when I was a kid, getting to sit on the back of his sport bikes and everything like that. And then it kind of just became like my family, my community, and everything like that. So I had friends that I served with, that I rode with, and then I found the CVMA and started finding more like-minded people that just like to go ride and have fun and be around people. So I don't think I could ever give it up.